Resul ya Seyyidi Medet la havle la kuvvete illa billahil aliyyil azim. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tarikatın es-sohbe hayrun fi cemi'a.
We ask for heavenly support and the himmat support from the awliya, the saints of Allah, that they shall share what they know from their knowledge. What was the first house on earth to be built? Which house was the first house that a human being built on this earth? And whose house was it, that first house? Adam alayhi salam, when he landed in this world, we don't ask if he wanted to be here or if he landed here unwillingly. Was it his wish to be on earth, to get out of paradise and into the world of animals? Or was it the wish of his Lord? That is a mu'amma, but not for the awliya, not for the saints. That's a mystery, not for the saints. It's a mirror. It's a riddle only for the ulama, for the scholars. So whose will actually happened? So whose will was it that Adam alayhi salam came into this world? Did Adam alayhi salam wish for that? To visit this world, to be out of paradise, out of immortality and into mortality, out of eternity and into the timeliness and into all limited. Was it the will of God? Was it Allah's will? Or was it the iradat of Adam alayhi salam? So whose will was it? This is a whole different topic for itself. I'm just giving you just one point of attraction for you to come back again, to get the answer from me, so that you stay still curious, that you'll stay, that you don't think that you know everything already, that you know it all. Ask your scholars. Go to El Asar, go to Sham Sharif in Syria and Abu everywhere and ask the scholars. Who wanted that Adam alayhi salam comes down and out of paradise and did Hawa, our first mother, wanted that, or did Allah wanted that, or did Adam alayhi salam wanted that? Did he want that? So whose will actually happened? Do you know the answer? So let's leave that aside. So what house was the first house? And for whom was that house meant to be? Was it meant for Adam alayhi salam or for whom? Do you know that?
Kaaba. Yes.
He's scared of me. Don't be. So the first house, Kaaba, it's written in the Quran, the house of God is the first house. That's true. The first house of a human being, did Adam alayhi salam live in that house?
Yeah.
So I asked that same. So the first house is the Kaaba. Was it meant for Adam alayhi salam? Did the Lord tell him and build your house, a house, and live in it like in a villa, like nice, in a desert with no garden? The first of the house of a human being, was it meant for Adam alayhi salam? Did Allah tell him, Adam alayhi salam, build yourself a house? Is the Kaaba for the human being? Isn't there also a Kaaba in the heavens? There is a Kaaba. What's its name? Beitul Marmur. And what is the Kaaba called down in Mecca? Beitul Marmur. But up in the heavens there's also Beitul Marmur. With the origin, Adam alayhi salam was building a copy of that down on earth. That up above is for the angels to circumambulate. So, what does all of creation do? Is whirling around. All universe is whirling around. Around what? Around what? There has to be something that is in the middle of it all, that everything is whirling around that thing. Did you never ever think about that? Did you ever ask yourself? That's a mu'ammar, it's a riddle, mystery. If we look at the Kaaba, and when we're doing the Umrah, the Hajj, the pilgrimage, the small or big one, the Hajj is to subhanallah, just like the universe, everything is whirling and it's so beautiful. Isn't it? And everything is whirling around that one house. around the house of God, the Kaaba. But then there has to be something up there, in the middle of all of creation, amidst of the whole universe, around which everything is whirling around, is going around. And without a doubt, this is a life sohbet, with a life connection. I'm hearing that also for the first time. Everything is going around. If there's something going around, it's going around something, isn't it? What is it? What's it all about? What's it going about? So what's in German also say, what's it all about? What's it all about? What's going around? So what we need to know the what. Isn't it logically? So it means there is something going around something. No, brother. Please understand me correctly. I'm not a German. I have to tell you, who already is a German, what everything is all about. Well, so Adam alayhi salam built that house. That is, and so it's a sunnah, tradition of the Prophet. When Sayyidina Muhammad did hijrah, he went on exile from Mecca to Medina. What was the first thing he did there? Did he build his own house, or did he build his house? What was the first house he built? Before he built his own, for himself a house, he built Allah's house. And that is a sunnah, that's a tradition of prophets. It's a heavenly tradition. And that is why in Islam, if a Muslim is doing an exile, hijrah, from one place to another, and once he arrives there, before he is building his own house, he is building his house to pray there. That's the house of prayer. That's the sunnah tradition. And in brackets, for us, it's a farce. It's duty for all for us. And all in fine print. For normal Muslims, those Muslims of Sharia, what Sayyidina Muhammad, what the prophets did, is a sunnah, it's a tradition of prophets. For the people of Tariqat, Sufi, it means it's farz. Why? Because it says in the Quran, what the Prophet has given you, take it. How he does, do yourself. And it's an order to us. That's why we got a higher level of understanding, the Sufis do. We take everything that the Sufi did and say, we put it on us as a duty. The tahajjud. For normal Muslims, it's not a farce thing. Tahajjud prayer for abnormal people, abnormal Muslims, as Sufis, is a farce. It's a duty, because the Prophet was praying that, and do it like he did. So it's an order. And what did Allah order Ibrahim alayhi salam? Build me a house. My house. And what does it say in the Quran? What did he say? Allah told him, build me a house so that they come to me for prayer. Allah did never said, build yourself a house, but he said, build me a house first. Because I got the trademark. So at first, you have to think of me, not think of you. Oh, you're an egoist. What did he say then? I turn the book that you've read but haven't understood, I open it for you, what it all means. Abraham alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam. Did you build me my house? Yes, Allah. I did. Go on.
Mit Schwitz-Erklärung, ja.
Is it done, Ibrahim? Yes, no. Oh Allah, yes, it's all done. Now, Ibrahim alayhi salam, clean my house. He neither looked to the right to find someone, a victim, to do it for him, that they shall do it, nor to the left, but immediately he took the broom and swept the floor. This has to tell us something. Oh Ibrahim alayhi salam, clean my house. One of the 5 great prophets, or the fathers of all prophets, he told that. Sweep my house, clean my house. What an honor there must be that he got between, that behind all those broomsticks and the cleaning devices, that there is so much blessing behind that. Behind that broom, for you to clean, and all the devices you need to clean. Behind that very low level of job that everybody is looking down upon, that is so low in worth, he hid the greatest honor. This is also a Kaaba. And that is why it's not our business what everybody else did. What we are sad. No house of God should be abandoned. It has to be full of life. It has to be used for something, and you have to take care of it. It's a great honor. And every step and every move of a finger, in the name of the Lord, for the house of God, to keep it clean, what an honor is hidden behind that. And no forest in this world, as a pen, write down, no oceans in this life turned into ink would be enough. Oh, I said it nicely. Did you understand? So what an honor is that? It's unthinkable, incomprehensibly. If the oceans all would have turned into ink, and if all the woods, all the forest turned into pens, they couldn't write it all down. And we have to force you. In the end, it all becomes clear. Even if we feel so grateful, we don't need gratefulness. Later on, when everything is gone and done, to be grateful, then what does your gratefulness mean to me? What's use for me? What does your gratefulness be of use to you? It's no use to you. Here, it's very that you understand it here. For whom do we work? For whom we might be let our people work? For whom is all this discipline? Oh Ibrahim alayhi salam, clean my house. And Ibrahim alayhi salam, immediately, he didn't say, like, I'm great prophet. But small people shall do that. And there's also another meaning coming to us. Stay ward, stay guard over my house, Ibrahim. guarded, protected. And do a calling, make a calling that everybody shall come. Invite all of humanity to come into my house. And Abu Rasan was looking around like every horizon there was there's not even a horizon could be seen. Nobody was there because of all the heat of the sun. You couldn't properly see. So where is the horizon anyways? Oh Allah, nobody's there. Whom should I invite to come? Do you know that story?
Du darfst nicht immer alles preisgeben. Ich muss sowas plötzlich gewesen sein. Immer mit neuer Interpretation, richtig.
Oh, with a different interpretation for every subject. Oh Allah.
Oh Allah.
Where should I take all those people? I'm in the desert. There's not even water. Go to the mountain Abu Qais. Abu Qais. And call. Say hoo. No.
Nein. Das mache ich.
Call. How should I call it? All the names of the invited guests, the name of my guests. This is my house, I invite them to come. And only the one who I invited, they will come. Who I didn't invite, they cannot come, even if they had millions. They cannot. And those who are invited, even if they have no feet, they will come. I don't even know the name of them, O Allah, he said. It's not written in the Quran, you say. If it's not written in the Quran, if it wouldn't have been written in the Holy Quran, but you cannot see it, all that story and all that dialogue, all that language, all that conversation is written inside, where else should I take it? From what book should I take it, if not from there? It's all invented. No, I found it. It's not invented. Invented is also something that was found, but it's different. It's all just had been turned around. Do you understand, my brother, my German?
Edmin ist zwischen Edwin und Emin. Zusammengetan, Edmin. Kannst du das verstehen jetzt mein Deutsch?
Anything that had been invented was already found. If they hadn't been, because if it hadn't been there, you couldn't have invented it. Did you understand? Well, I don't know. Oh Allah, I don't know the names. I will write the list on your. I have the list on your lips. The list of all the names of my guests. And you're just going to open your mouth. Well, I got another problem. Ibrahim a.s. said, what kind of a problem do you have? If you're with me, there are no problems. Well, how shall they all hear me? They are miles and miles, continents away. Ibrahim a.s. Leave that to me. That's my business. It's none of your business. Just open your mouth and say the names. Have you ever heard something like that? Oh, I'm also listening in. And then Ibrahim a.s. went onto that mountain, opened his mouth, and as he opened it, all the names came popping out. He was calling them. How do they get to hear him? The wind was carrying it. Was all carried away by the wind. All the names went into the hearts of the humans. That call, the call of the one God, went faster than lights and reached to the heart, not the ears, but the ears of the heart. I feel I have such a feeling, such a yearning. I have to go to the pilgrimage. I have to go to the Kaaba. Suddenly, well, that jump, just the soul as it goes into the heart of the baby, and after 3 months, 120 days, that heart starts to jumpstart. All the names will reach the one who were invited, and boom, pat. I have to do pilgrimage, no matter what it costs, no matter what it means, and how it shall be. I will go on to do that. I have no feet. Oh, Father, I'll carry you on my shoulders, the boy will say. Allah, let the hearts hear that call. Only those who have been called will come. Is that true? It's God's house. He is the Lord of the house. He is the host, and only he's got the right to invite anybody he wants to invite. Ibrahim, you're my microphone. Go onto that mountain, our microphone, and just call all the names. And from all parts of the world, they came into the desert where there is nothing green. And then Ibrahim a.s. said, "O Allah, I'm old, and someday I have to be gone as well. How should the work continue?" Ibrahim a.s. "Don't worry about that. This is my house, not your house. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of my house. I'll take care of my guests. It's your job. Your jobs with the saints who are responsible for that. And there will always be a saint. A friend of mine will be here that is standing up on that mountain and will keep calling. Every time, to every pilgrimage, time of pilgrimage, there is a saint that we don't know of, and he's calling the names on the list of God, the guest list, and that's why people are coming. Also, those who are coming for Umrah, for the small pilgrimage, and all in hordes. There are always those who are holding up the banner, the flag of House of God. Do you understand? That's what we worry about. I'm a brother. If someone wants to do a job for Allah, it shall be good. It's none of my business, but maybe this hint will help them. If my piece of advice cannot be heard, then at least I'm going to give you Q-tips to clean your ears, to clean out the earwax. And then maybe my tips will reach their ears. Everybody should do their work for Allah, for Him, and do it good. Then Allah will give success, because with just talala, there won't be any success. People come to take. People come because they hope to get something. People come, they want to have spiritual growth. They don't want to do. They don't want to do just like that and then keep on. They don't want to continue with dunya. No. Are we then students then? No, we are just curious ones. You don't get anything. You always get to the gas station to fill up your empty gas. But for how long will that take? And even if you've got a leak in your gas tank, well then you get stuck. You have to find the way to the refinery, to the center of all energy. Then you don't need to take a tank for depot, for depositioning that gas. It's such an honor to serve in the house of God. It's such a great honor to keep up the flag, even if everybody was getting around and you alone are standing there. And the Ottomans, and they had to leave because the threats was too strong, because German, French, Americans, British, and put on so much force to leave, and the Ottomans had to retreat because they fought alone against all of the world. But the commander of the military, of that military official, left one people there, Chavush. He was a sergeant. You stay here and stay guard for 55 years. Have you heard about that? He even got the picture of it. 55 years he is still standing there. Until a Turkish journalist visited him, sees him, asks him, "Who are you?" I'm a sergeant of this Ottoman regiment, and whatever regiment he was telling, and I'm doing my duty. What is your duty? To stay in guard here until my Ottomans return. Until the Ottomans come back, you have to stand guard. That's a century. Well, so what? For 55 years. Then he was found by a Turkish. What did you drink? What did you eat? This is my secret. The Jews are passing by. They didn't do anything to him. Everywhere they were shooting, but they didn't see him. He is standing in front of Masjid Aqsa and is still keeping up the flag. What an honor. This is standing up, taking it seriously. And while he was standing there, he turned him into a saint, because he is still standing. Because he was just obeying, not doing anything. Flies are coming around, he's not doing anything. He's just standing there, stiff. We can think about like Abdul Latif, how he would have stood there. Because he was upright, kept his word, and kept the word. Allah made him into a saint and gave him honor. The Palestinians left and he is still there, standing. The Palestinians are wearing or was clothed, and he was still in his uniform. His commander told him, "Stand still, stand here, until we come back." What an honor. May Allah give us good understanding. Ibrahim alayhi salam was also told to stand guard. After him, Ismail alayhi salam, his son, he is still standing guard. Hijri Ismail, he is still buried there, and his mother as well. They are still standing guard there. They founded that city. They helped building that house as well. And they are buried there and are standing guard. May the shafaat, may the support be with us.
Allahu, Allahu, Allah, Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allahu, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allah, Muhammadan Rasulullah. Fatiha. Ruhaniyet İbrahim Aleyhisselam, Hacer Aleyhisselam, Adem Aleyhisselam, Havva Aleyhisselam, İsmail Aleyhisselam, all the prophets, Fatiha.